accounts, post the transactions using general ledger. Then we generate some reports. Even for those of us that are already familiar with Sage 50, we are going to show us one or two things that are new, particularly to address the issue of tax deduction and tax remittance to the NRS. I know sometimes anyone from NRS here? Yes. Sometimes we just see them, they write and inform your organization that they are coming to check. So they want to know if you've been deducting all the necessary taxes, and not just deductions, if you have also been remitting to them. So it's not for you to deduct from the people you pay, yes, and you're not remitting to to NRS. Okay, so if you are here, create a new company. So company name, business, and all. Click on next. Next, so our company name is what? Bright Vision. So type Bright Vision. You have the question on page 11. You can use anything you like to, but probably the first letter might be capital. So Bright Vision is a new company, so we might not do cooperation. Under business type, you can change that to sole proprietorship. Yes. Please, I would like us to pay attention. Because of the time, I might need to move a little bit fast, but we'll all still get it. So on this particular phase we are now, it's just the company name. If you look through, it is only where you have the company name that is asterisk. It means it is important or compulsory that you fill in that box before you can continue. And like I would always say, anytime I have the opportunity, it's very, very important that you read the instructions. If you get a question paper for an exam, please, the first is reading the instructions so that in case they tell you question 1 is compulsory and any other 2, they can say answer 3 questions. Question 1 is compulsory and any other 2. If you don't read that question 1 is compulsory, you might go and answer 3, 4, 5. Have you answered the compulsory question? So it's important. So for Sage 50, at the base, you'd always see a note. So this one here is telling us that you can edit this information after your company is created, meaning that you may not necessarily fill in all the details now. You can go back. So put the company name, then change the business type to sole proprietorship, then click next. Yes, next. So now it's telling you select a method to create your company. So we are using the first one that will allow us to use a sample business type. So Sage 50 or any other accounting software, they already have dummy businesses set up. That's what I wanted to show us earlier, but we don't have the time. So if it's a corporation, a sole proprietorship, partnership, whatever business type you have selected, they have dummy companies already on the software that do similar things. So you don't have to start all over. And if you also see that in bracket, it's showing that most companies choose this. Now, the last one where you have to build your own chart of accounts is also telling you that it is designed for accountants and advanced users only. So for you to build your own chart of accounts, I can't remember when now, 2015, thereabout, when the federal government had to migrate to TSA, they had to build what we call the National Chart of Accounts. So the consultants and representatives from various government agencies, even down to the local government, had to come together because each government agency has its own peculiar transaction or activities or operations. So that informed them coming together to build the National Chart of Accounts. So when you see the National Chart of Accounts for Nigeria, you see all sorts of codes. Not all of them are applicable to you. So that's what I want to do now. So we use a sample. Click on next. We click on next. So select a business type. Yes, just use a sample. Then click on next. Then here, select a business type. We've done that earlier. So they said here is a retail business, yeah? So just click on retail company. Can you see retail company? Yes. What do you notice when you clicked on retail company? Fantastic. So That means there's already inbuilt chart of accounts that you can use, or we'll still, impute one or two from our own transaction just to fit into Bright Vision. Note, you can edit account after your company is created. Click on next. Next, we have choose an accounting method. Before you choose, go to the note. What is the note saying? This cannot be changed after your company is created. So we are choosing accrual. All companies, and most companies choose this. We have our IFRS and our IPSAS accrual now. So organizations, government agencies, we all do our work now on accrual basis. Yes. So click on next. The next one, choose a posting method. It's asking if you want to do real time or batch. It's also recommending that you do real time. It is recommended that as your transactions are happening, you post them. There's no need batching. Note, you can still change this, but we've selected real time. Click on next. Not yet finished. Then choose an accounting period structure. Now 12 monthly, yes. Is also suggesting. Click on next. Here we have your first period of your fiscal year. What's your note saying? This cannot be changed. Okay, so we have to be careful. And now, global best practice, all transactions and reports start from where? January to December, yeah. So gone are the days of July to June, September to August, and also your first month there will show January, yeah, 2026. This cannot be changed, so make sure it's January 2026. Then click on next. Now it's saying you are ready to create your company. Then click on finish. You can use blah, blah, blah. Anything it brings up, just say, okay. So it's creating your data. Creating your data, also making use of the sample chart of accounts before we now create our own chart of accounts. What's it saying at your end? Is it that you just say okay or you close it so that it can open Bright Vision for you? Yes, okay. All right, so close the setup guide. I think there's one more thing that will come. Then the getting started, you can close that as well. Okay. Do we all have this interface? No. No. Why is it a no? You can't? Okay. So is it a yes now? Yes. Okay, so we've done the first thing we are required to create the company. We've done that. The next thing we want to do is to create the chart of accounts. We already have a sample chart of accounts, but we just want to, possibly some of the transactions we have might already be inside that first chart of account, but we just want to customize this one so that we see how we create chart of accounts. Okay, so before we create our chart of accounts, let's identify the transactions. We classify them, then we give them their unique codes. So the first transaction says, Mr. John Bright invested 5 million naira into the business through the company's bank account. How many transactions do we have there? What do we call the 5 million? Capital, thank you. Now for chart of accounts, chart of account is just grammar. They are just unique numbers. And they tell us that, okay, you group all the transactions. So it's either your transaction is an income, is an expense, assets, or liability. And in this case, we have capital. Okay. So for this one, all our income, just take note on your manual. For all the income, we start with code 1000. Please just take notes. All the income, sales revenue, start with the code 1000. Yes, 1000. For the income, you can write it on your manual. On your manual, 100. Then all the expenses will start with 2000. Income start with 100. All the expenses with 2000. Then assets Please don't be lost, though. Let's find you. We are still here in the class. All the income and revenue. My mic is off, but can you hear me? Very well. Yeah. So all the income or revenue starts with, okay, someone's mic is on. Sir, please, can you turn off your mic? All the income will start with code 1000. Just note it in your manual. It's not in there. Then all the expenses will start with 2000. Assets will start with 3000. Liability will start with 4000. Our capital is it income, liability, assets? How do you classify? I'm too fast. Yeah. Sorry, sir. All right. I'm trying to meet up with the time. But whatever we stop, we'll stop for today and hopefully continue tomorrow. Because whatever we must do for this one by 3. Otherwise, sorry, we are in a regimented area. You must go for the lunch. Wait for it. Okay. Income. Start with 1000. Expenditure 2000. 3000. Liability 4000. And I was asking our capital, how do we classify? Assets, liability. No, that's the name that capital should have. Equity. I can't promise anything there. Equity. Because it's expected that the business should follow going concern. Yeah, so equity. So we can give that 500. Yes. Regardless of the accounting software you are using, please take note of this. It will always place a demand of your basic knowledge of accounting. Even if you bring in a consultant to do it, and God will help your firm, that consulting company, the person leading that group is not an accountant. It means that your own accountant in-house must be a seasoned accountant. So it's not enough to have ICANN, ANAN, ACCSA, and all. Whatever software, Sage, QuickBooks, whatever, must place a demand on your basic knowledge of accounting. Okay, so let's move. I'm trying not to be so fast. So we want to create our chart of accounts now. So to create chart of accounts, you go to maintain. Okay, so on the top part, they call that place, is it taskbar now or something? You see file, edit, list. So that's the fourth one, maintain. Have you seen it? Okay, it's loading. Okay, so click on maintain. Once you click on maintain, look for chart of accounts. Chart of accounts is the 5th item after payroll. Yes, before budget. Thank you. I have an assistant classroom. So in case you're already familiar with Sage 50, just help your neighbor so that our food does not get cold. So have you seen chart of accounts? Yes. Yes. Okay. So before we also, just hold on that. Let's go back to the question. So we said on 1st March 2026, Mr. John invested 5 million naira into the business. So we said we are starting our equity with what? 500, yeah? So give the account ID, type 5000. If as you're typing, you see that the system is suggesting some codes. So probably there is already an item with 50,000 or so. So if you have an item that has that same code, you can just put 1 in front of yours. Each transaction, each item must have its own unique code. No two transactions can have the same code. Yes. So on my own system, there's no transaction with 5,000 before, so we leave it at that. So what's our description? Capital. Yes. No, once you type C, the system will bring up cost of sales, but you change that to capital. For the description, you have to type capital. Then the account type is showing what? Yeah, for some, it will show cash. For some, it will show cost of sales. Click on the drop-down arrow in front of that cost of sales. Do you have a list? Now you see accounts payable. Where is that one from? Where am I coming again from? It shows 500. Did you just type it or it brought up 5000? How many zeros followed? 3 zeros. So put 1 in front of it. So the one showing you 5000 means in the sample chart of accounts on your own system, there's already a transaction or an item with that code. So you can't use. So make yours 5001. Yes. So just make yours 5001. Mr. Gideon, please help him.
Yeah. It's okay now.
Yes, it's okay. So description is capital. Then our account type. Yes, ma'am. No. If yours did not pop up anything, while we were building our company, we said it should make use of sample chart of accounts. So it means there are already transactions or companies on the software that already have a chart of accounts that has a code 5000. If you're experiencing the same thing, just make yours 5001 because no two transactions can have the same code. Yes. So then your account type, we said for capital, what do we call it? Description is capital. You can call it owner's capital. Just put capital. Or put owner's capital. Description. Yes, you have to type it. Description, owner's capital. I like just say capital, owner's capital. Because the question says that Mr. John Bright invested. So it's not share capital. So it's owner's capital. If it was Dangote or something, they did IPO and all those things, yeah. So it's owner's capital. Then the account type is what? Well, before you conclude on that, click on the drop-down arrow. You see accounts payable, accounts receivable, accumulated cash. Now we have about 3 types of equity. You see equity doesn't close, equity gets closed, equity retained earnings. As accountants, which one are we choosing?
Yes.
Yes, which one out of the 3? No, I don't want chorus answer. Which one out of the 3? Yes, sir.
Equity doesn't close.
Thank you. Why are we choosing equity doesn't close? Going concern. Going concern. So equity doesn't close. You'd notice that the account type is also having asterisk. So it's important that you classify your transaction correctly. If you classify an income item as expense or assets, by the time you're calling for your reports, let's say sales, you have mistakenly classified it as expense or assets. Let's even say assets. If you mistakenly classify it as assets, by the time you call for your sales income statements, you won't see it there. So it's whatever you tell the system it does for you. So if you choose this as, let's say, liability, all the postings you make in regard of this particular item will go to where you have classified it to be. And when you are calling for your reports, you won't get it where it's supposed to be. So it's important. So equity doesn't close. Then click on save and new because we are still creating more. Save and new, don't close. Once you click on save and new, it will still give you that information box because, yes, we are typing in more information. All right, so question 1 says 5 million into the business through the company's bank accounts. So it's important we also create the account for banks. So our bank here, is it income, expense, asset or liability? Assets. We are classifying it assets. So account ID. What code did we say we are using for assets? 3,000. Okay. So this is the first one. So put 3,000. Okay. So did you say yes? Once. Yeah. So once you nothing to worry about. It has saved it, and it has given you a blank one for you to now impute this new transaction. So we want to create an account for bank. Account ID, we said 3,000. Description, 3,000. 3,000. No, what we want to do is to open all our accounts. It's like, okay, when we're still doing manual now, before the transaction, okay, see this one, you're debiting here, you're crediting here, you're opening up, yeah. So the bank is an asset, okay? So, and we have agreed initially that all our income will start with code 1000, all the expenses with 2000, the asset will start with 3000. Yeah, fantastic. So 3,000. Description, bank. For now, let's add the name of the bank. Zenith Bank.
UBA.
Ah, okay, ma. When I hear UBA, we know it is not a Gen Z somebody. Yeah, UBA First Bank is not a Gen Z somebody. Okay, so she said UBA. So let's say UBA. Account type for stage 50, they don't have provision for bank. So both bank and cash are treated as cash. The description, you can put the name of your bank as you like. But I'm already suggested UBA. If you don't want to use UBA, you can use any other bank. Cash. Stage 50 treats both cash and bank as cash. So leave it as cash. Then save and new. Save and new. Okay. So no, not yet. We are not posting don't worry about that. We are only creating a chart of accounts. Anywhere you want to write it, if you put UBA or whatever, it's just fine. So the next one, it says they purchased office stationery worth 800,000 from Prime Stationers and paid immediately by bank transfer. Yes, do save and new. Do save and new. Please, I need us to pay attention here. The first part of the statement says Bright Vision is established retail business that sells office supplies. So this second transaction, they purchased office stationery. Who can tell me how we treat this? Okay, so this is what I'll do now. Do not allow your neighbor distract you. Do not allow your neighbor distract you so that you don't drag the whole class back. So I said the case study has informed us that the business is into office supplies. Now, this transaction says they purchased office stationery. How do we treat this? Inventory.
Yeah.
They purchased office stationery. Thank you. The question is deliberate. Purchased office stationery. Is expenses? Yes, it's expensive. If that said, okay, office supplies, because we've been told they sell office supply. So it's very important to take notes so that we don't do the wrong classification. So for this one is an expense. Okay. So what's our code for expense? No, you can start with 2,000. Is the next. Okay, because 2,000 popped up, so you add one to yours. Mine didn't pop up 2,000. What's the description? No, don't just leave it at carpet. This is office stationery, then in front, expense. Yeah, the description is giving you account payable, so you will change it. All right, so that means the 2,000 in your system is for accounts payable. So add yours or change yours to 2001. Aha. Just remove the last zero. No, you know your 2,000 automatically brought up accounts payable. So that means 2,000 has already been allocated to accounts payable. So you change your 2,000 to 2001 so that we can give it our own description. It's not bringing up. So change your description. No. If it's not giving you any other thing, then change your description to office stationery, then in front, put it as expense. Are we together, please? Like I've mentioned earlier, no two items can have the same code. Yes. So description, office, stationery. Okay, you may not even put expense because we are going to classify it. Then our account type. Expense. We have established that this is an expense. So change your account type to expenses. No, your description should be office stationery. Yes. Office station, then put in front of it expense. So that it helps to take away any form of confusion. Yeah, anybody can just come and say, office stationery, this office supplies office items. Let them not assume that is inventory. Yes. So expenses for the account type. Are we together, please? So save a new. Expenses, not cash. Okay. In this transaction alone, we have about 3 accounts we have to open. We've done 1. Who can identify the other 2? On 3rd March 2026, purchased office stationery worth 800,000 from Prime Customers Limited and paid immediately by bank transfer. So there are about 3 legs there. Yeah, we've already opened bank because that's where the investors paid the capital of 5 million into. What's the 3rd leg? Prime. We need to create that vendor. We bought from Prime. We bought from Prime. Okay. All right. So just take note of that. Because for Prime, we have to go out of here to create a vendor. So just take note of that. When we finish with the other accounts, we'll now go and create a vendor. So for those of us that have been coming for our master classes before, we've not had a question for this. So this is important because of the tax elements later on. So let's just take note that we'll create vendor for Prime Circle. So the next one, sold office supplies was 400,000. Are we together? So what's this? Sales. Sales. What code are we using for sales? 1,000. Yeah. 1,000 don't have code, please. So let them not come and carry me. 1,000. Is there anything popping up? And you see 1010 ahead. What we are using is 1,000. So once you put 1, because we've told the system it should use a sample chart of accounts. If there's any other thing there that starts with 1, it will just pop it up. So leave yours at 1,000. What's our description? Sale of what exactly? Yes. Yeah, you can just leave it as sales since the only thing they sell is office supplies. Yeah, so leave it as sales. Account type, income. Thank you. Income. Then we save and new. Okay. Next. What's the next transaction? Income. This version shows income. Some other versions may show revenue, but this one has income. Okay. So what's our next? Once you're done with that, save and new. What's our next transaction? What did they put? Yes, office furniture. Well, what we want to record is the office furniture. Office furniture. So the office furniture, what's the classification? Assets. It's fixed asset. Remember, Sage or any software will lay demand on the knowledge of basic accounting. Very important. So account ID for assets. Okay, 3,000. So put your 3,000 first. Is it bringing up anything? Yes, because we've already used 3,000 for bank. So this next one will be 3,001. Yes. If I immediately put the 3,000, it will show you. So our description, office furniture. Furniture. Account type, fixed assets. Thank you. Yes. I'm moving faster. What's next? The page rents. A transaction is missing. Do we have any transaction saying sold office supplies to ABC? Okay, we'll go back to but you didn't. Nobody called my attention to it. Okay, so ABC is who? Is our customer. So we still create, yeah. So, but let's just leave that for now. Okay. All right, sir. So next one, office rent. So we see that for the purchase of office furniture is by check. So we already have our bank account. Then office rental is check. We also have. Present, sir.
I need to so the 3%. Let's more or less let me borrow the sample of thing. Okay. Whatever happens, we must talk in 5 minutes.
Wow. And
go to the restaurant. But we agree that we can just have lunch and come back or go for the day and then
come back tomorrow morning. Yes, fantastic. So next, no problem, sir. Okay. And I don't want to be too fast so that we'll get on. Yes. So let's just create the chart for the last. Yeah, we'll finish this one. Then when we come back, we'll create our vendor, we'll create our customer, then we'll post. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. So account ID. What's the transaction now? Paid office rent, 150,000. Rent, income, expense, asset, expense. Thank you. So what's the account ID? No, we've used 2,000 now. Exactly.
2,000.
Yes, 2,000. In fact, if you leave it at 2,000 and you go to next, it's going to give you accounts payable. Some people have already used 2001 as well. Aha. So if you have used 2001, we already used 2001 for office stationery. So we used 2002, yes. Yes, ma'am. You can't use it again. No, it will pop up. Once you put 2002 and press enter, it's going to give you the description of the one you have used before. So yeah, if by the time you want to save, it will also prompt you that that code already is assigned to another. So let's do this quickly. So 2002, what's the description? Office rent. All right.
Expenses.
So income, account type, expenses. Fantastic. So we save. So because that's our last transaction, just save and close. But make sure you save. So we save, then we close. So after lunch, we create our vendor and our customers. I send the money. Don't go with the phone. And then we can just welcome. Whatever carry company by 320. Thank you very much. All right. So that's what I said. That's just an abbreviation. If you want to do a full question, the whole day, the different training. Okay, maybe we're not here when I mentioned you can abridge the question. It's just for us to sample how to create an account, how we do our and no, yeah. So even if you record that to generate, you don't get that for race for that. It's not on, but they said they can hear me, so it's on, but it's not working. Okay, what else? Also, okay, so we are welcome back from the break. So far, we've been able to touch on creating our new company, creating our chart of accounts. So I said after the break, we are going to create our vendor, one customer. Okay. Sorry, can you be a little bit more audible? 1 minute, sir. Associate Professor, your mic is on, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yes, you may just move a bit closer to your mic. Please, let's listen to a question we might get from it. Okay, good question. Please turn off your microphone. When we were creating the chart of accounts, you would also notice that at the point, we tried using 2000. What did you observe? Exactly. So it's one of Whether you have used it now or you're not creating another chart of account for another company, as long as it's still the same version of Sage 50 on your system, immediately you put in that code, it will pop up and tell you that it has been assigned to an activity. No, you generate code for another activity, not for that same one. So when we start posting, you would see that we'll refer to those codes that we have generated. But like I said, you cannot use one code for two items or activities. Okay, we need to move faster. We have just 30 minutes to wrap up. Then permit me to also add that apart from buying and selling, if you look at the left hand side, okay, that should be left of this, you will see business status. Please, ma'am, can we have one class? If you ask me to come back, I will not answer you. Okay, so one thing we'll try and do as well, it may not be today, probably by tomorrow, we'll send in a step-by-step guide on how we can do some of these things. Is that okay? All right, so we see customers and sales, vendors, inventory, employees and payroll, banking. So we, how do I put it now? It's all encompassing. So Sage 50, the HR department of your office can use it. They'll use the payroll part of it, putting in the name of the employees. In Federal Civil Service, we have IPPIS numbers. Our IPPIS numbers are unique codes to each person. So no two people can also have the same IPPIS number. Then payment center and all says invoice. So even for invoices and everything, we can make use of it. Okay, so before we went on break, we're supposed to create a vendor and customer. How many vendors do we have in all our transactions? Two. Fantastic. Who and who? Vendors. Okay. How many vendors? One. Okay, if you are for one, can I see your hand? One. If you said two, can I see your hand? Who and who? Prime is vendor. We bought for him. ABC is a customer. ABC is a customer. But there's a second vendor who is not obviously written here. Who can mention the name of that vendor? No. Who can bail us out? There's no time. Who can try? Mr. John is the owner of the company. Vendor. Yes, there should be another vendor. NRS now. Who are you going to pay your tax to? It's deliberate. We deliberately did not include it here because when we go through these things, it shouldn't be so easy. The VAT you are collecting from APC, you are still going to remit. Don't let NRS people come and sanction your company. So there is need to create them as vendor. And we have two ways of doing it, which will also show us. Okay? Are we together, please? Because at the point, all the VAT, the withholding and everything that you are deducting from your clients, yes, or even your vendors, when you want to pay them, you deduct tax and VAT. Yes, you have to remit to NRS. Yes, so it's very important. Okay, so we create a vendor first. That's Prime Stationers. If you look at the left side, you can see vendors and purchases. Once you click on it, it can take you directly. There you see vendors. There are two ways. So it's either you just use that shortcut or you go to maintain, then vendors. Are we together, please? But instead of going through that long route, yes, you just click on vendors and purchases. On the left side of the software or the interface, yes, you see a list there: business status, customers and sales, vendors and purchases. Are we there? Yeah. Then you see vendors. There's an arrow in front of it. When you click on it, is it that you double click or you just click on the arrow? Can you see new vendor, view and edit vendors? Okay, so click on new vendor. It's just to show us that there are other things we can do. So because this company now, they buy, even if, okay, they are into selling of office supplies, they must get those supplies from somewhere. So the people selling those supplies to them are their own vendors. Then when customers come, they are customers. Are we together, please? So click on new vendor. New vendors. So vendor ID, we have used 1 for all the income. We have used 2 for expenses. We have used 3 for assets, 4 for liabilities, 5 for our equity. Yeah, so we can do 6, maybe 6001. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, you can use your own unique code. Yeah, it's because this is case study. However, if it's a company, the way the Nigerian government has done it at home, your company also has to sit and build a chart of account first. You cannot, as the accountant of the organization, just allocate codes. So there must be a chart of account that you're going to use. Yeah, but for the purpose of this class, let's just use the same thing. So that when we are calling up 6001. 6001. Why we are using the same code is because by the time we start posting into our general journal, we would have the same thing. So what's the name of that vendor? Prime. Thank you. Prime. There's space for other items, but it's not the only thing that is compulsory for us to put there is the code, and we'll put the name. Prime Stationers or Prime Limited. You can fill that in later. There's another part that is showing no express account. It's compulsory that we put that. What express account are we linking to Prime? Okay, one class, please. When we are creating the vendor, who is our vendor? The people we are buying from. So the expense account you are going to link to them is the item we bought from them. So what item did we buy from them? Office stationery, yes. So if you have not created that code, you would have to do that now. But we've done that before. So what's our code for office stationery? 2001. So just select that then. You can double click, then you have it there. 2001. Please make sure you select the correct expense accounts. What we bought from Prime Stationery is our office stationery. One class, please. And when we're creating our chart of account, we've allotted 2001 to office stationery. So that is the expense account that we are linking to office stationery. So that when we start posting back end, you know, if it was manually done, when you do that, you have to post into bank, general bank, where you're buying from, then do another leg for Prime stations. So that is why the system, the software is asking you, so which expense account are you linking to Prime station? So if, for example, you have more than one vendor supplying you the same item, you'd have to create another account for them. Do we get that, please? So, but for here, the expense account we are linking to Prime is our office stationery with code 2001. Yes, so that's it. You can save and new. Okay, let's leave this. We'll use the other formats to create the account for NRS. Okay, just save. Let's save and close. No, just save and close. You can close even if you click save and new. You can close, just go out of that interface. One class, please. For those of us that just got back, we have established that apart from the vendors and the suppliers, there is another vendor or agency in code that we, one class. Yes, we've established that there is need for us to create an account for the tax agency because the time will come when we would have to remit our taxes to them. One class. Please, if you have any question, ask me. If you're asking your neighbor, you are distracting that person. Okay? So there are two ways, and I'm going to show us. But the first one is for us to create the sales tax agency. Okay? That's one. And there's another account that we have not created. Who can tell me? VAT. Yeah, aside the customer, VAT. Yes, ma'am. If we are creating another vendor, you save and if we are not creating another one, just close. When you save, then you close. Okay. Okay. If you have done, hold on, just hold on. If you have done save and new, oh yeah, your next vendor item. No, they don't know, that's why they are asking. So it's important to ask. So even if you've done save and new and it's giving you a fresh page, just close that interface so that we'll go out of it completely. Okay. We want to go back to our chart of accounts. We have not created code for VAT payable. Remember, we are going to deduct tax or get tax from the guy that we sold items to. And that's going to be what in our account? Income, asset, liability, expense? No, the VAT. Liability. So go to your maintain chart of accounts. Let's do that fastly, please. Maintain chart of accounts. Okay. We've done maintain since so. So what code are we using for liability? 4, yes. So put 4001. Description, VAT payable. Okay, so what's our account type? What description? VAT payable. What's our account type? That's 4001. Yes, other current liabilities. Thank you. 4001. VAT payable. The account type, other current liabilities, then we save. Other current liabilities. No, just save. Save, then we close. Okay, so just to show us that then we go to customer. We go to customer. We want to create a customer. So who is the customer we are creating? Yes, thank you. So it's either you go to maintain, select customers and say, or just use the short code, but yes, customers and sales. Then double click on the first one. Customers or sales tax. Are we there? Then click on new customer. Okay. So that probably the code you use is freezing. So you might change it. Probably there's already 4001. Now, for the purpose of this masterclass, you know, Sage is just one of the tools we are showing us. Tomorrow, we are going to still have practicals on other tools that we can use. So we may not be able to do all now. Okay. It's not a form of advert, but if you need a proper associate prof, am I speaking your writer? So if you need a full training on Sage 50, we're also open to do that. Okay. But today we are showing us, okay, the basic things, what we can use Sage 50 for, particularly as relating to tax deductions, tax remittances, but we can't do all that if you don't create your account, charts of accounts, and all the other things that we've done earlier. So we want to create our customer ID. What did we use for vendor? 6, yeah?
6, yes.
We use 6. So let's use 7 for customers. Customers. We've gone out of vendors. So there's a, yes. So customers, customers and sales. You know, part of the question said we sold how much to ABC? Yeah? Ahead. Office supplies, yes. So customer. The reason for this is, well, they paid in full. Probably in the future, there could be a transaction where they pay 50% and they are owing you. So it's important that each customer too has their own account so that you can post them separately. So customer ID 7001, yes. Name ABC.
New customer.
Yes. All questions are good though. Yeah. So ABC Limited, yes. Or consult, okay. Okay. What if you notice that it's only the ID that is even asterisk and no, nothing is attached. Okay. So you can save and come back and put other. Then there's a part under where you see payment and credits. Can you see that, please? Aha. So for instance, okay. Yes, please. We have left that village since so. Account type for VAT payable.
No, for customer.
Account type. We are not in the same city, ma. Where are you? But we've moved. Our flight has taken us since. No. Oh, that means you are doing that in your chat of account. We've left that interface. So go to maintain, click on customer and sales, or just on the left side of your system, you'll see business status, customers and sales, vendors and purchases. Please check. Let the person sitting next to her be a very good neighbor.
Sorry.
Are you sure, please? They are very far from where we are.
Hey, but
oh, okay. I get her now. Sorry, she's very correct. Ma'am, it's been established. We're in the same city. Yes, we're in the same city. Thank you. Good question. I was rushing. Okay, so the software I have here is blank. Do you have anything coming up on yours? Okay, because it's new. The one on my system, for some you will see land, for some you will see retail. Customer type is that what are they buying? Is it a retailer or a wholesaler? Okay. Yes. We have not created anything concerning customer type, but like the one I have on my system, for those that we've been working on before, or if you open a sample when you get home or back to your hotel, instead of opening or creating a new company, when you click on file, let's just try. When you click on file and you click on open, it will show you the names of some of the pre-existing companies on the system. So you can work around that. So for those ones, it will have a drop down for customer type. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, can we move now? Let's move faster. We need to post. We have 12 more minutes. Let's just leave it at the name and the description of the customer. Thank you. So once you've done that, just save, then close. Save and close. Yes, please. ABC Consult Limited, then you save and close. So please, we need to post. Thank you. I'm moving too fast. So I said there are two ways. Is it that we just create it as a vendor, or we create our sales tax and everything? Just leave the customer type, sir. Leave it blank. You'll still be able to save without putting the customer type. So let's go to the most important part of this case study. Okay. So there are two ways. When you go to click on customers and sales, so it's either we'll still create NRS as what's it called now? A vendor. But there's a second way we can do it. Let me show us that one first. Are you on customers and sales? Yeah. Can you see sales taxes? Yes. In fact, before you click on sales taxes, what do you notice on the right part? It's showing you who. Can you see your ABC consult? If you have saved your ABC consult, when you go back to customers and sales, on the right part, the foremost right, can you see your ABC consult? No. Okay, have you saved the customer we just created? Yeah. You've saved it. Yeah. Close that interface. Have you closed it? Then click again on customers and sales. It should show you your customer. Yes, somebody is saying yes. It should.
You can see ABC consult.
It's showing. Okay, I'm hearing it showing. Okay. All right. Can I continue? No. That means you have not closed the box where you use the inputting the information for your customers. Once you are done saving the customer you just created, save and close. Then click on customers and sales. Yes, on the farthest right, you should see your 7001 ABC Consult Limited. Yes. Yes. If it's a yes, please help us. Okay, so I want to show us how we create VAT and the agency. Okay, so the first one, sales taxes. Are we there? So to show you, set up a new sales tax. Are we together, please? Click on next. You know, we created an account earlier for VAT payable. When we are posting our VAT, there are two ways to it. There's the part that when we are posting in the general, one class please. When we are posting in the general journal, we'll do 430. You see how we do that one. The second one is to set it up. Okay? It's to set it up, and that's what I'm showing us. For sales tax, it says sales tax comprised of blah, blah, blah. So what's the current rate for VAT in Nigeria? 7.5. No, we are still in Mambila. We are still in resource center. Go to customers and sales, double click, then select sales tax. Have you done that? Yeah. Double click on that. No, we are still there. I'm retreating because of the person. So have you seen set up new sales tax? Yes. So what is the total rate you want to charge? 7.5. Yes. Yes. Please help your neighbor. Be a good neighbor. Thank you. Help your neighbor. So 7.5%. Then that's how many individual rates make up this total rate? It's just one. Okay. So next is now telling you, you will enter the sales agency that make up the sales tax. So say next. Are we together? Sales tax agency ID. Say NRS. NRS. That's the short form for Nigeria Revenue Service. Then the full name says sales tax agency name. Type Nigeria Revenue Service. For sales tax agency ID, put NRS. Then sales tax agency name. Okay, it's like when they were still FIRS. That ID is FIRS. Then the name will be the full name, Federal Inland Revenue Service. But now the name has changed. Are we aware? Yes. So that's how we are using NRS. So the NRS people here will not query us. So Nigeria Revenue Service. Thank you. My people will say the dead body where you try to bury and you did not bury properly, in leg don dey show. Okay, na hand dey show. Don't be leg. Agree to sir.
You don't see the leg.
Na hand dey show now. The next I say, which vendor do you send the taxes you collected to?
Right.
No.
That's not happening.
The taxes you collected, who are you sending them to? So you see
NRS.
that we now have to go back and create NRS as a vendor. Are we together? So in this case, okay, one class. In this case, we are collecting on behalf of NRS and we are remitting one class, please. One class. Please, let's be together. Okay. Now, for those of us residents in Abuja, in the FCT, there are organizations and companies that, depending on the area where they operate, some are registered under FCT IRS. Am I correct? So it's possible that this particular tax you are collecting, you are going to remit to FCT IRS. So if that is the case, you will still have to create FCT IRS as the vendor. But in this case, Nigeria Revenue Service is both our tax agency and the vendor. But if you notice that it did not asterisk it, meaning that it's not compulsory. So for this one, we can leave NRS as NRS, excuse me. But if in the case that maybe you have to remit it to a state, yes, Revenue Service. Like for those of us, my office, we have offices in the 36 states and the 6 geopolitical zones. So the payee of all our staff in all state offices do not come to Abuja.
Yes.
Before IPPIS and all, when government agencies were still out to open accounts with commercial banks. So what we used to do is we'll pay them from Abuja. Then we also deduct their tax. We'll now collect the tax, let's say for Ogun State, and send to the Ogun State office, because they also have their own account. Let's say, for instance, Diamond Bank. Then they will now draw a check and go to Ogun State Internal Revenue Service to remit that tax. Are we together? So say, for example, this transaction now, or is a company that has offices in another state, or even in the FCT, and this particular tax we are charged, but this VAT goes to who directly?
NRS.
The federal. So let's assume that there is another tax, so to say. Yeah, withholding. Stamp duty, thank you. That have to go to another service apart from the NRS. You would have to create that as a vendor, so that everything will not go to NRS. But because this one is VAT and everything goes to, so you can just still leave this for now. Are we together? Is that clear? Thank you very much. So our sales tax is calculated by this agency by single rates. So what's our rate again? 7.5. So make sure it's 7.5, because there's a way this thing comes. So for the 7, put your cursor behind the first 0, so that it doesn't give you 70. But mine is showing 70. 7.5. Okay. So please make sure you have 7.5%. What's the next thing? So which account are we tracking now? Thank you, sir. Oh, I won't promise you anything. VAT payable. Do you now see why we had to create the VAT payable accounts? Because all your VAT deductions will be in that place. The essence of this is, we have said the company from the onset wants to go digital. So once we start posting, and you post anything related to tax or VAT at all, VAT at all, the system back end will do all the postings, which one is to go to which leg and everything. Are we together, please? So select your accounts. No, what code did you use for VAT payable? So just put 400. Once you even type 4001. Do you have your VAT payable?
Yes.
So just select that. Then click on next. So you can see that the leg for what's it called now? Where do you pay to? Which account? The asterisk. Meaning that if you have not created them earlier, you will not be able to see this. You will not even be able to finish this one. You would have to now opt out and go back to. So once you click on next, it's asking you sales tax entered. Yes, ma'am. Just leave that one. It's not compulsory. We've already selected NRS. That's why I did that explanation in case, okay, maybe it's going to FCTIRS or something. Yes, ma'am. You've entered what? One class, please. And that means you typed in NRS where it asks you which vendor should you send to. I asked us to leave it. If you put NRS, you would have to know. Okay, so when you get back home, you can always do these things. So when you get back home, you now create NRS as vendor. You know, I mentioned that I was supposed to create NRS. No, not tomorrow. When you get home, that's the assignment. So what's this sales tax we're working on now? VAT, yeah? It's even showing you, okay, view existing sales tax. This one will not show because we have not created anyone before. So cancel this one. So sales tax, just put VAT. Then sales tax name, value added tax. Yeah, that's for the name. Just leave it as no. What do you notice? You see that immediately, even the agency name, the agency ID, the rate appears, and your total tax rate appears at 7.5. If it's not showing you at 7.5, that means something is wrong. As today stands, even with the new tax law and everything, our VAT is now 7.5. There was a time we were charging how many percent? Yeah, the other we're charging 5%, yes. But now it's 7.5. So if before now your organization has been using this and what you had before was 5%, immediately this new law came into operation, you make sure that you change it to 7.5 so that you don't undercharge. So we are done. Click on finish. Okay, finish. No. So just put the name and no, and that will be it. Let's post our transactions quickly. No, we are done. You only click next if you want to put another tax. Okay. Yes, please. All right. So we want to post now. Are we tired? Let's finish this and get it done with. So let's go back to. We want to post now. What's the next thing? Post the transactions using. No, just close. We're already done with the initial one that we did. So to post into our general journal now, go to task. That's after maintain. On the topmost part, you see file, edit, list, maintain, tax. Are we there? Yes. Then look for general journal entry. Tax. Tax is after maintain. Have you general journal entry?
Finish.
I finished, then close that one. Okay, so we have dates allotted to all the transactions. Okay, so dates. What's the date? 1st March. So please change that date to 1st March. Okay, so because this is Sage 50 US. Yes, because this is Sage 50 US. You see the month is coming before. That 7 represents July. Okay, or you can just click on calendar. There's a calendar sign there. It will take you back to March. Click on 1st of March. It's a Sunday. Amazing. Okay, just leave the reference. All right. So what happened on 1st of March? Yes, please. Okay. Mr. Bright invested 5 million. Okay. A test on your basic accounting knowledge. How do we post? What do we post? Please, someone is speaking. Yes, sir. Yes. We debit bank because they said they paid it into bank. So what's the code for bank? What code did we give the bank when we were creating our chart of accounts? Our time is running fast. For bank? What did you give bank? 300, yes. So you can just put 3,000, but make sure you click on that search icon to be sure that your 3,000 is your 3,000. That's UBA, yes. Aha. Okay. So description, just put capital. Leave the reference. Leave the reference. Under GL account, just type in 3,000. If it is 3,000 you used for your bank. Okay. So debit, how much? 5 million. 5000. 1, 2, 3. Are we together, please? Yeah. So, where are you? Are you at the airport already? Okay, so where are you? You don't want to leave anybody behind, though. But if your neighbor is already on this same flight with me, please help your neighbor. Help your neighbor. Okay, please, we need to move fast. Let's just do this posting and that. So we've posted the debits, and our accounting principle says for every debit entry, there must be a corresponding credit entry. So you go to the next line. So what's the credit leg of this? No, it can't be bank again now. We have debited bank already. Capital, thank you. What's the code for capital? Just leave reference number. It's not compulsory. What's the code for capital? 5001. Thank you. 5,000 for some people. For some people, it's 5001. But make sure you select 5,000. So you go to the credit side and post 5 million. Yes. Okay. So for your totals, both debit and credit, you have the same amount. Capital. Yes, you have the same amount. If, let's say, for example, while you are typing in 5 million, you mistakenly put 500,000, it will show you out of balance. That's one thing the system does. Are we together? So we'll save this one because all the transactions did not happen the same day. So if, for example, all the transactions happened the same day, we would have just posted everything in this entry. But since all the transactions did not happen the same day, save this, then click new. Okay? Then it will tell you you're about to save a transaction that is not in your current period. Yes. One class, please. It's telling you that because when we were creating this account, we told it that we'll be posting our transactions how? Real time. But this is not real time. So we're already in July, but we are posting a transaction for March. So that's why it's popping up. So just say yes and continue. Okay? All right. So let's move faster. Have you saved? So next transaction, 3rd of March. Okay. So your date to be 3/3. Or you just use your calendar. What happened on 3rd of March? We purchased office stationery and paid immediately through bank. Which account are we debiting? Which account are we crediting? Huh? Sorry? Expense account. We debit expense, we credit cash. What's the code for our office stationery? Not just any expense account. Because just save, then it will pop up another one. Has it done that? It might tell you are posting in a period that is not current period. Capital is just one. You've done the two, both the debit and the credit. So our next transaction is purchase of office stationery. The date is 3rd of March. Okay? Say yes. We are posting for March. This is July. That's why it's telling you that. Out of balance. Check. Maybe you posted 500,000 instead of 5 million. Or you posted 50 million instead of 5 million. Which of the two? Aha. So that means you put the two on both. You see? Software, no software. It's garbage in, garbage out. It's what you feed it to give back to you. It must save. Something must be wrong. Please. Yes. So that means you didn't put the code. Did you put your GL account? Either for the capital or for the bank? Aha. Next question, office stationery. So we said our code for expense is what? Office stationery expense. We have two expenses. 2001, yes. So 2001. Please make sure your 2001 is your office stationery expense. Description, just says stationery. Yeah, office stationery, whichever. No, let your neighbor help you. We need to move faster. Both of you? Oh. So once you've saved the one you are done with, it will give you a fresh page. No, we are done with capital. So it will give you a fresh page to post your journal entry. So put the date, then we are posting office stationery. We are debiting 2001. What's the amount? So make sure you post that 800,000 under the debit side. 800, 1, 2, 3. What's the second leg? What's the second leg? The credit account. Which account will credit? Bank. Well, they said he paid immediately through bank. What's the code for bank?
3,000.
For some people, it's not 3,000. So just be sure UBA. Then you post your 800,000. Yes. That's good. Yes. So you can save. It will keep prompting you for that period this thing. So each time it does that, just say yes. Save. Next transaction. All right, sir. So what's the date for the next transaction? 6th of March. I'll test something else. So you can click on the calendar. Because this system is age 50 US, the first 3 that is showing you is months. Yes. So you were able to do 3/3 because that day was 3rd of March. So here, if you put 6/3, you are saying 3rd of June. So if they're not sure of their format, just click on the calendar icon so that you select the appropriate date. So the next one is 6th of March. What's the transaction? They sold. How much? How many accounts are we going to post? Huh? Cash. No. How did they pay? It was cash. Cash sale. So eventually the money will still go to bank. So that's one. Number 2. How much are we posting? How much are we posting? 400. Are we all saying 400? If it's a no, how much are we posting? Yeah, so what? Thank you. No. So what? Excuse me, let me drink. Ma, you deserve to be taken to Dubai for vacation. Please clap for her. Clap for her now. Webmaster, this Zoom has gone off. So because we said, oh yeah, go to the question. Someone should read that question. Yes, someone should read the question. What is in brackets? VAT should be applied. Who is responsible for VAT? Who bears the burden for VAT? The customer. If you collect 400,000 from them, it means by the time you are remitting that 30K to NRS, what are you getting for what you sold to them? 370. So what you are going to charge them must be VAT inclusive. So you calculate 7.5% of the 400,000, which is 30,000, then add it to what they will pay. So what you collect from them is 430. So that question was a trap. The question was a trap. Because we could have said, okay, we collected 430, VAT inclusive. There would have VAT is 2 ways. You now have to work back and get the VAT elements. So what you are going to give to bank is 430, not 400. Are we together? What's the code for bank? It's cash, but the money will still go to buy. Yeah, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. That's UBA. So how much now? 430. What's the description? Sales, yeah. Sales, because that is what the company deals in. We need to move faster. Our time is... Yes, 430. Yes. You are debiting the bank 430. We collected cash from them now. The cash is coming to us. 430,000. Yes. They sold fund. We sold to them at 400. But we're also charging them for the VAT. So what they will pay us is 430, not 400. Okay. So we credit who now?
Yes, I forwarded it to Oga. I forwarded
Sorry?
it to him. I forwarded it to him. I don't forward give Oga. Okay, now that second one will go. Now that first one too big.
Yes, sir.
And the second one will go. Is well.
On 400. Yes, that's what I'm saying, that the question does, okay, let me clarify. The question does not state that the 400 is VAT inclusive. So you can't, so you have to apply that 10.5 on the 400. Let's say, for instance, we had 430, and we now said the 430 is VAT inclusive. Then you would have had to work back. And by working back, you would have had to do 7.5 over, not 7.5%, though. Yeah, thank you. You'd have had to do 7.5 over 107.5 times the 430 to get the 30,000 elements. But now we made it easier to say, okay, the cost of what they are buying is 400,000, then charge the VAT 7.5 on that amount. So are we good? So we said bank 27 for where? How it take come here? No, 2,000. Okay, so we need to move faster. Debit is 3,000. So please make sure that it's posted in the correct place. So where and where are we posting? Why is it changing mine to 27? 3,000. Huh? So where and where are we crediting? Thank you. You credit sales 400. Then remember that we opened an account for VAT payable earlier. So what's the code for sales? 1,000? Yes. Okay. So how much are you crediting them? 400. Then what's the code for our VAT payable? No, it's not 4,000. We said it's a liability. 6,000. Some people have 6,000. Some people have it at 6,000. Aha. In my system now, 6,000 is wages expenses. So that means I didn't use 6,000. So VAT payable is what? 4,000. Okay.
4001.
Much now. The code. You must make sure that you are posting to the correct GL. So it's 4,000. Okay, so if it's 4,000, I want for it. Please, we need to move fast. So that's VAT payable. How much? 30,000. In fact, you see that your balance is already showing out of balance of 30,000 before you post the 30. So 30, 1, 2, 3. Are we together? So that's okay. Next transaction. No, it's just one transaction. So we are saying that this VAT was charged on sale of item. So just continue. What's the next transaction? 15th March. We purchased furniture, yeah? Aha. So we bought furniture. Which account do we debit? Which account do we credit? Yeah, fixed assets. For that fixed asset. You know, actual balance principle says debit all assets and expenses, credit all income, liabilities, and provision. So which account do we debit? The furniture. What's the code for our office furniture? Sir? What's the code for furniture? No, not bank. We are going to credit the bank. We'll debit office furniture. So what's the code for Assets, the office furniture, 3,000. Thank you. Make sure your asset is 3,000. No, 3,000 is cash. Oh. We opened a different GL account, so thank you. Thank you very much. 3,001. Description, office furniture. Okay, we need to move faster, please. How much? 250. 1, 2, 3. Then we credit bank. Our bank is 3,000. Yes. Yes, we've established that. The bank is 3,250. Okay. How many more do we have? One more transaction. Bank is 3,000. Yes, that's UBA. For now, that's the only bank the company is using. If the company uses more than one, you'd have to create a code for each of those banks. So that, yeah, save. So our last transaction is what? Office rents. When did that happen? 28th of March. Okay. All right. So which account do we debit? Which do we credit? Huh? Thank you. We debit rent. What's the code for rent? Yes, expenses. What's the code we gave rent? 2,000. Thank you. No, it can't be 2,000. I know that expenses. Thank you. We already use for some people. Their what's that first expense? The first expense is 2,000 for some people. It's 2,000 for some people. Yeah. So in as much as you are putting the code, always click on that search icon. Yes. So that you verify that you are posting to the correct account. So click on the search icon, then office rent, yes. So for some of us, it's 2002. So description, rent. How much? 150. 1, 2, 3. Then UBA, code 3,000. 1, 2, 3. Then another 150. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then you save. Thank you. Save, then close. Office rent, you debit office rent, the expense account for rent, then credit bank. So that's our last transaction. You save that, then we close. Now we want to generate our report. Yes, please. So we have to generate our income statement, generate our, what's it called? Balance sheet. What's the new name for balance sheet? Yeah, you see, I have gurus in the class. To generate our reports, go to reports and forms. So you see file, edit list, maintain tax, analysis options, reports and forms. Reports and forms. What's the first report we are generating? Income statements. So once you click on reports and forms, then click on financial statements. Yes. Then to give a list of all the statements. So the first one we want to see is income statements. Okay. Now there are about 3 or 4 types. There is one that's income 12 period. There's one showing you income 2 years. In fact, there's income versus budget. So the one we are using is income statement. Yes. It's going to pop up a question box. No, income statement. Have you seen it? Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yeah. Income statement is under 2 years. Yes. It's under income 2 years. Yeah. Madam, this flight to live here. So click income statements. Yes. Now it's going to ask you some questions. Time frame. Current period. Yes, sir. Reports and funds. Then click on financial statements. Then when you click on financial statement, you see balance sheet, income statement, 12 period, 2 years. The one we are using is income statement. The one that does not have any plus or minus. Okay? Yes, double click on it. What do you have?
Options.
Options. So it's asking for time frame. If you click current, under that current period, what can you see there? It show you period 7. Now it will show period 7 is July. January is period 1. February, March, and so on. We did not post anything in July. So when you have current period, click on that arrow. Okay? You see range, current period, then current 3 periods. You can't even choose current 3 periods. Current 3 periods will span from May, June, July. So just click on range. Fantastic. What do you notice? It has enabled that from. Aha. So period that we want to do is March. That's period 3. So from, click 3126. Are we together? Period 3. Yes, that's from. Then go to the box where you have 2. Because that one is still showing you period 1. Yes. Then you now choose period 3 again. But it will show you 3/31/2026. So it means you are telling the system the report that we want is from 1st of March to 31st July. You can do from January to July, but the only place where it will post items will be in March. So you period 3/31/26 to period 3/3/31, blah blah blah. Okay, then click on OK.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Can you see your transactions? Yes. Aha. So that time that we were posting, as I was saying, we should post the sales to you would have now looked for that sales figure here. You will not see it. You will not be wondering, but I posted it. But I posted it. So if you have posted the wrong accounts, or let's say the revenue, you have posted it under cash or something, you will not see it in your income statement. Can you see? All right. So if you want to save it, you want to print it, you want to email it, but a caution here, there's a part that says you should email it. One house, please. Ideally, you can email, but do PDF. If you don't trust the person that the report is going to, export your report in PDF. There is the option of exporting in Excel. Anything can happen in Excel. But once you export in PDF, but at least if you trust the anything can happen in PDF, yeah, but at least it's still safe. So you've seen your income statements. So let's close that. What's the next report we have to see? When you get home, you can do other things with it. So what's the next statement? Balance sheet. So once you close that, then double click on your balance sheet. You don't need to save, just close it. It's just to show us. When you get home, you can, do things. So it's asking you for period again. So for the balance sheet, let's try something. Let's do range again. Then pick it from 1st January to period 12. But we are not yet in December. Aha. So pick from 1st January to July. Range 1st January to July. Yeah, from period 1 to period 7. Yes. So to just show. But because all we've done so far is within, at least March is within that range. So do you have your balance sheets? The balance sheet balance. Yeah. On a lighter note, they asked him in one class, what is balance sheet? One boy raised his hand. He said balance sheet now, where sheet balance? Okay. So you can see all the liabilities and everything. Can you see your VAT payable? Aha. So if we had not created an account for VAT payable, it will only be showing payable, but you wouldn't know where it will go to. Yes, VAT payable. So what's the next report? Your sheet is not balanced. It's supposed balance, so. Yes, this version we've checked and checked, but you can only see it in your VAT payable. Account payable. So let's show us. So once you're done with that, close reports, accounts payable. Let me see if they have it here. That dead body is showing his own body now. Account payable. Do you remember that we did not create NIS as vendor? So I'll give you that as assignment. Our time is fast spent. So when you get back home or get to your hotel, create NRS as vendor. Then when you now click on this version that we have, in fact, we've checked most of the versions. The other part that has the one for tax is only forms. It's not giving us the tax report as should be. But where you can now see it is under your accounts payable. So if you see that, it's agent payable, VAT and all. But we did not create NRS as a vendor. So even if you open your account payable, it may not show it to them.
But what if someone creates it now?
Yeah, you can do.
Accounts payable.
Yes, accounts payable. You create it as vendor. So you go back to where we created vendor, then put NRS and everything. Yes. No, maintain vendors or the once you go out of here completely.
The report. Let's say supposedly because we create so I created it. When we created, you mentioned it. So that's what I'm asking. Where do we find
you created. But you know when we're posting, we didn't post anything. Yes. We didn't post anything for NRS. So you won't see it. You won't see it. Probably is when we now get to pay them. Let's assume there's another transaction where we now did our remittance to NRS. We are only then 30,000, but we remitted 20,000. So yes, sir. I have the signal to stop. But so far, you have gained a lot. I would not say you've gained something small. You have gained a lot, yeah? Okay. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much.
Let me also confess that we are one group of participants we have not seen in a very long time. Very enthusiastic to learn. So for our
I think that happened.
Yeah. Thank you very much. One or two quick information because we are calling it today now. Tomorrow, now that we're civilized, we have to register. We would like us to come a bit earlier. 8 might be too early, but 8:30. Your area will come. And tomorrow I can assure you it's all practical, all true. Practicals and more practical things. We are practicing all the production so we know that we get that 8:30 to around 9:30 when breakfast is served. We don't want to miss out. So this is the time. Make an effort to be here 8:30 tomorrow and then we will continue. Those who have already started, we have to monitor this. Thank you very much. Please now stand for a bit. So that we just take our closing prayer, which is the stop stand of national debt, and then we can call it a day. And we are free to continue the networking, exchange business cards, exchange addresses, and the rest of it. Thank you very much. So, at the count of it, this first page, this standard, and then we will also be discovered on a bit with due respect to God and to our nation. Let's all rise up. All right, at the count of 3. 1, 2, go.
Oh God, and for creation, grant this our what request, help us with your dedication, right of man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, and here shall be heard.
Thank you very much.
Amen.